The Lennox Light Rail Blue Line public transportation system is currently and will continue shaping Charlotte. The current light rail uses electric power to transport people in the surrounding Charlotte neighborhoods from Pineville to Uptown. The main purpose of the light rail public transit system is to improve travel time while linking key employment and retail areas in Charlotte. It is currently under a little over $1 billion expansion plan that will extend the light rail through Uptown Noda Historic Arts District and onto the campus of the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. With the implementation of the 3-car service along the extended Blue Line, the overall system will be able to handle additional capacity without having to decrease headway or increase number of trains operating the system. The original extension plan had a $360 million cost increase due to the complexity of the construction, which includes building the proposed track within the median of North Tryon Street and the crossing of 2 separate floodways as it reaches the campus of UNC Charlotte. This extension is proposed to revitalize Northeast Charlotte, similarly how the existing line revived South Charlotte. Pollution and congestion are standard concerns major cities like Charlotte encounter with increased growth of motorists. The increase in motorists causes congestion, which degrades the efficiency of the city's infrastructure, not to mention causing the production of more greenhouse gases. A report published by Texas A&M Transportation Institute developed the following claims. In a year, the city of Charlotte lost a total amount of $653 million to congestion, produced 296 million pounds of CO2 emissions, caused a delay time of roughly 29 million man-hours, and consumed more than 14.5 million gallons of fuel. Let's put this in comparable numbers. That's enough CO2 to fill 365 Hindenburg Zeppelins, enough fuel to fill 22 full Olympic-sized pools, and, based on an average hourly wage, that's $934 billion in wasted man-hour dollars. The congestion cost includes how much money the city of Charlotte loses to congestion, including public services, local businesses, and the government jobs. Charlotte, like other major cities, developed the implementation of the light rail transit system to combat these staggering figures. It is estimated that a light rail system will reduce the amount of CO2 produced by gasoline from passenger vehicles by 60% and reduce the amount of CO2 produced by diesel from buses by 55%. The light rail transit system has lower BTUs and CO2 emissions per passenger miles, as well as having higher passenger miles per diesel gallon equivalent than standard passenger automobiles, transit buses, and trolley buses. The development of Charlotte's light rail system will result in the reduction of annual vehicle miles traveled due to the increase in overall transit capacity. Reductions in vehicle miles traveled have a direct impact on a wide range of issues, including environmental, time-saving, energy usage, and safety. Over a 20-year life cycle period, the project will provide a total reduction of more than 47 million vehicle miles traveled. That's enough to travel to the moon about 200 times, thus reducing overall pavement maintenance, saving 115,000. The reduction in vehicle miles traveled reduces the vehicle owner's operating costs because their vehicles are traveling fewer miles. The total discounted 20-year life cycle of vehicle operating cost savings amounts to $6 million. The light rail transit system is also anticipated to produce a total of 2.9 million parked vehicles over its 20-year life cycle, amounting to $18 million in savings for the community. There is also a saving of $56 million in operation and maintenance costs for the CATS bus system, with the inclination of the public to use the light rail instead. Charlotte's light rail urban transit system is powered by electrical energy, so when looking at the green aspects of this project, there comes the importance of how the energy used is being produced and the cost of that production. In 2007, North Carolina enacted its Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency Portfolio, standard REAPS for short, that requires electricity providers to obtain a minimum 12.5% of their power from eligible renewable resources by 2021. Eligible renewable energy resources include solar electric, solar thermal, wind, ocean current or wave energy, biomass, landfill gas, combined heat and power using waste heat from renewables, hydrogen derived from renewables, and up to 10 megawatts of hydropower. North Carolina's REAPS standard differs from traditional REAPS standards in 3 ways. First, it includes energy efficiency as a resource that can be used to meet the power requirements. Secondly, it includes minimum requirements from 3 different renewable energy technology types: solar, poultry waste, and swine waste. And thirdly, it allows renewable energy certificates derived from out-of-state renewable energy facilities to be used for a portion of the requirements. Electricity providers can choose to meet the renewable energy and energy efficiency portfolio standards by either pursuing their own projects or looking to the private market. Not only are the electric rail cars green, but also the production of their electricity to be used. Once stations are constructed in the northeast portion of Charlotte, ridership projection models increase significantly over the present-day ridership of 15,500 daily. Regular one-way fares are currently $1.50, and an all-day pass can be purchased for $4.50. Researching revealed light rails to not be very cost-effective for the owner. Fare revenues only cover portions of the operating costs. In Buffalo, fare revenue only covered 21.4% of the operating cost, and only 19.4% in Baltimore. It seems that light rail ticket revenue will not be the main source of economic development. However, it is a great guide towards economic and social development for the city. Connecting the vast multitude of Charlotte areas will only increase commerce, provide benefit to the community, and the overall development of our city. An investigation into the ridership for Charlotte's rail transit system uncovered an interesting discrepancy in the number of riders reported and to whom. The Federal Transit Administration, along with the local Metropolitan Transit Commission, requires CATS to report groups of ridership data. The numbers reported to the FTA determine how much federal money is allotted to Charlotte. From 2008 to 2010, CATS officials reported on average extra 1.25 million riders per year to the local Metropolitan Transit Commission. So, basically, since its inception, CATS has told the public of Charlotte that the light rail has been a bigger success than it has told the federal government. This could be for the basic monkey see, monkey do idea. If the light rail is so great, then I should try it too. This increase in public morale about the light rail may link more people to the Blue Line services. A high light rail ridership does bring about concern for rider security. Charlotte pays millions of dollars to the security firm Allied Barton to help prevent crimes from happening. Cameras are placed on each light rail where people enter and exit. Security officers are possible to be in the vehicles to maintain a security presence. A survey shows passengers say they don't see security every time they ride the light rail, and even so are not concerned when they don't. The only problem the light rail would have is people using the light rail without a ticket. CATS says fare inspectors do conduct spot checks throughout the day to ensure all riders have a paid ticket. During their last fare checking, less than 1% of the riders were found to be in violation. That's a promising figure from the people of Charlotte. Light rail transit systems are debated by some to not be as effective as desired. Other cities have showed both positive and negative impacts. Denver, Colorado is one city that has had positive impacts with the implementation of their light rail systems, having their first light rail opened in 1994. The main reason for Denver's success is that the light rail system follows their own paths and don't cross over major roads at street level. The second most important factor Denver integrated was making the light rails go to very specific locations like the major shopping areas and the University of Denver. The UK is an example of an area with light rail problems. Its main reason of failure is contributed to how the light rails were designed, because UK designed rails to run parallel to the major highways. The transit system failed to reduce congestion because they were going the same way the highways were. This didn't promote overall light rail transit usage because those with cars figured they can travel in their own vehicle and get where they were going and have no less problems with congestion. Their light rails didn't benefit them, so why use it? It seems that as long as the rail lines don't cross over and don't inhibit movement on the roadways, then they can be considered beneficial as they won't have any negative impact on the existing transportation system. With the public acceptance of the light rail system, Charlotte's outlook looks bright with the potential of greater district connectivity and communal growth. The light rail will lower congestion and improve travel time while linking key employment and retail areas. If you haven't had the chance to use the Lennox light rail transportation system, then go take a ride. You'll find yourself exploring parts of Charlotte you never would have while kindling a greater love and appreciation of our ever-growing city.